Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cut, and I'm back today. I'm playing around again with the corrugated cardboard books. I finished the other one. It went off to its new home, so I just had so much fun with it. I want to do another one, but this one I want to be tag shaped. So I got this idea of the tag shape and then kind of the accordion pages from Gina Goodling on Instagram. And it's all lowercase, just like that. Hold that there if you want to take a screenshot. She just did a really cute little book, and mine's going to be entirely different because I'm going to go more the direction that we went last week with the corrugated cardboard book. It's just, I saw her little tag book, and that just sent me off on another direction. So I just want to give her some love because it's a very cool little book she did. So I'm going to use this packing paper, and bear with me because it's going to crinkle like crazy, and there's really nothing I can do about that. And you can, of course, fast forward, turn it down, do whatever you need to do so that it doesn't drive you nuts. But I wanted to show you what I'm going to do, so I didn't want to do it ahead and then you don't get to see how I did it or whatever. So basically it's just one long strip of this packing paper, and I'm just going to kind of fold it haphazardly. I mean, I'm not being precious about it or anything because it's going to get torn. So, but basically, and then of course it's going to fold differently once it's in there, but we're just trying to get the layers basically, or the number of pages, right? So that would give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that would give me 6. Okay, that should be plenty. So basically what I want to do is roughly the size of this. So I'm just going to kind of hold it in the middle. And again, I'm not going to stress a whole bunch about how much of this I'm using, wasting, whatever, because a lot of it will get used, just the pieces of it and whatever, for other projects. So I'm trying to find a pencil, sorry. So I'm just going to kind of roughly draw around this. And then we're just going to kind of tear it out and see what we end up with. It could be a total disaster and it might not work at all. The big thing is I want to try to make sure I have them all sort of shoved back that way, so when I do tear it, it doesn't end up being just weird size pages. Not that that's that big of a deal, but I'm going to put a little clip right here. So, how is everybody? I hope you guys are doing good. I'm doing okay. And I'll just erase that pencil because you can see it in some spots. Because some, I don't even mind if it like hangs over in spots. I just think that would be kind of cool. I'm trying. I think I'm just going to kind of get it out of all this other paper first, and then worry about details. I'm going a little bigger because, like I said, I do want some to hang out, so I want to make sure I leave myself enough. I need to say hugs and blessings to Sharon, Marlene, Evelyn, and Wendy. Thank you guys so much for your kind comments. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate all of you, and welcome to new subscribers. A lot of those ladies are new. And welcome back to all of you who've been with me for a short time or a long time. I appreciate and love y'all. Could not do what I do, so, and I'm very, very aware of that without you guys, so thank you. And if you can, like and subscribe and comment and do all those things, because I do answer my comments. I really enjoy chatting with you guys. So, and it does help the channel. And it's not just my channel, so if you have other YouTubers that you really love, you know, show them love too, because it makes a huge difference in the algorithm. Or at least that's what they tell me. I don't know. And then if it's too much, I can tear more off or whatever. Whatever we feel like doing. I'm going to actually just cut that because my hands. And I don't like it cut, of course. All right, so then I need an eraser, and I need to erase that, and I need to do, oh, that other little edge there as well. Multiple layers definitely aren't fun. I could have used my tinny cutter, huh? Oh well, it's torn now. And we're gonna see what we got. This is just our base, so we're not gonna worry a lot about it. Oh, you know what? I'm a dope. That's okay. I'll just connect them together. I don't know what I was thinking. You guys were probably laughing at me, but it works no matter what, so I don't really care. Still gonna make pages. I wanted the accordion effect. That's okay, because it might give me a chance to, I thought it might be fun to just put some other random things in there. So like, just stick this on here. It's sticky from the label that was on there. I mean, it's not going to hold it permanently, but just so I can get an idea. Then I could put like one of these on here. I do kind of want it to be sort of straight at the spine if at all possible. And then I could connect another one of these. So if it went like that, this one would go like this, right? Oh boy, my brain some days doesn't work very well. Well, it doesn't matter. I can just connect them and then worry about the folds afterwards. That's what I'll do. That's taking way too much brain power. So yeah, I just go to Lowe's is where I get these. And I think I might even just tear part of it off. You know, I just get a couple at a time. I don't go crazy on them because, you know, I don't feel good about that. But, you know, I'll grab a couple when we're in there doing whatever. So actually, I think I'll fold this one just a little bit. This could just end up being a hot mess, but we're going to see. It might be fine. It wouldn't be the first hot mess I made, so. Okay. And then I'll connect that onto there, but first do I want to cover this with something? Probably. But let's do like, not the brown paper, just to make it different, you know? You're like, sure, whatever, crazy lady. You do whatever you want. But then, you know, you could write on that. So that would be a handy little journaling spot. And then we'll just kind of tear it. Wherever it ends up, it ends up. Oh, I just inked that, and that was like 2 days ago. Look at it. It still hasn't all sunk in there. See? I used my re-inker. It's definitely inky. I just put one little layer on the top, but it's not sinking down. I don't know if sometimes the ink pads just don't accept it, or if the ink itself gets too thick or what. I mean, I like it, so I'm fine with it, but if you're not wanting it so juicy, I don't have the answers for that. So what have you guys been up to? Anything fun, exciting, new? I'm just doing the same old stuff. Well, this is kind of new and exciting. I am having a blast doing these, and I'm really glad that you guys like them because I'm obviously on a tangent, so, but we're going with it. Because you gotta do what the creativity wants to do, or it doesn't work. You can't be pressured or make yourself do what you don't feel like doing, because trust me, it doesn't work. Actually, I'm just going to leave that all, it's kind of all jiggity jaggedy. That's what I tell my wonderful friends that make stuff with my digitals too. It's like, if you aren't feeling like it, don't do it. Like, I'm not here to pressure anybody to make something. You gotta feel it. You gotta want to do it. Or it's all wrong. Kind of rub this around because it see, it comes off of this hair paint chip. That's just the hangover of the other paper, but I kind of like that too. I am going to glue it so it's at least doesn't catch on stuff. Maybe my handle. Just hold still for a minute. Okay. And then we need, oh, I should have put it on the other side, and then I could have just put the brown paper there, but I didn't. I did it wrong. So, well, it's not really wrong. It's just not right. How's that? And then I'll just trim that off. I'll use that other piece for something else. It's going to be junky again. You know that. Because that's kind of my jam. Doves out there cooing and cooing and cooing. It's the only thing. They drive me a little nutty in the spring and summer because they can't shush it at all. And I don't do well with that those repetitive sounds. Beautiful birds, just stop for 10 minutes, please. They're not the sharpest tools in the shed, though, I have to say. Sometimes where they make nests, I'm like, how'd you think that was going to work? Like last spring, one of them decided to make a nest in the downspout of our gutter. Like, sure enough, she laid the eggs, and we got a huge rainstorm, and they got all washed out and broken, and I'm like, wow. I mean, I know they don't know it's a gutter. I'm just saying, sometimes they're real dingy. But I think that we put that screen over it, so I know that won't happen again, at least, because it makes me feel bad. I mean, I don't want, you know, that to happen to them. But they're very dopey. Very dopey. We had a house in Reno, and it had these little like pillars that were about that wide that just came out from the front of the house, just decorative like things. And they always would make a nest on those. And if you've ever seen a dove's nest, they're literally just like 3 sticks is their idea of a nest. So they put their 3 sticks up there, and then the eggs would roll off. It's like, I don't get it. What are you doing? What are you doing there? Like, what's happening? Why'd you do that? I get that crooked, so I'm going to try to get it a little bit more straight, hopefully. And then I'll worry about the fold when it this time. I don't know that that was any better. And I'm not going to stress a whole bunch about what this looks like, because it is also going to, you know, a lot of it will get covered by collage or whatever in the world I do to it. So now let's see if we can fold this a little straighter. Now that we have something more concrete there to do it with. So that will go like that. And that will work. Go like this. Okay. And then we need another piece of whatever for a couple more pages. Because I'm dingy and I wasn't thinking when I thought about hooking these together. Yeah, how do I want to do that? Maybe I want to go on this side. That wouldn't be awful. I'm going to ink this a little first. How am I going to do? Trying to figure out height-wise. Don't know. I'll just glue it on and try to get it level sort of with the bottom. It's always like a some kind of science or engineering feat or something to figure out how to put all this stuff together. At least for my brain it is. So that it'll work. But just basically garbage, because that was a Amazon mailer. That's the cardboard, which obviously a box or anything would work. And this packing paper that also probably came from Amazon. And I mean the paint chips, but I still didn't buy those. So far, it's free. Oh, I put glue all the way. So that one goes like that. This one needs to go like this. So we're going to have to change where these folded, but that's fine. Just as long as we get them even sort of with each other. This one's sticking up higher, but that's all right. So even though that was a boo-boo, the way I tore that, cut it, whatever, it ended up working out okay, because now I can use my paint chip and whatever else I decide to put in there. I didn't want it like totally perfect anyway. Good thing, because that wasn't going to happen. Yeah, see, I think that'll be kind of cool. This needs to go this way just a little bit more. Sorry, I know, you know, when you start a journal, it's always really kind of boring because, well, you're just doing this stuff. But I'm going to tear just a little bit off of that, I think. I know that, you know, I get asked questions a lot if I don't show my process, you know, because if you want to make one, you want to know how to do it. So, and I get that. So, yes, it can be a little boring to watch at first, but it's all part of it. So that is going to have to get torn off again, too, because it's not in the right spot. So maybe what I would say is just tear out the basic shape and then worry about the, you know, all those doodads. Because now I have that weird thing. That might not be great. Well, we can cover that with another piece of paper too. So that, and that. Okay, so then we can let's take like this to fix that. And that's just that piano roll paper. And there'll be paper on the other side too. And we'll probably do some gessoing and all that stuff, but we got to get it sort of constructed first. Because that's important. So we'll just come kind of, you know, right up to the top of that there. And I can figure out how on earth to make that look right? Just going to kind of go like that. It's just not going to be perfect. Okay. There's that. And then maybe we'll hook one more something on. I know you're probably all thinking, wow, that's a disaster. And you probably aren't wrong. Maybe one of these. I like this side. So it would need to go like this way. But I think I'm going to hook it on with something else. I'm going to tear off the bottom. And we got to like make this grungy somehow. Oh, I know. We can use hubby's back. You have to go get stuff at Lowe's for one of his 8 million projects. This is that tissue paper I used for that. I saw it in Somerset Studio magazine when we did, what did we do? There's another little book thing, wasn't it? Oh yeah, it was like a little booklet. I have it here somewhere. But it's cool because you can still see the stuff behind. So that is the advantage of that. So I'll just put glue on this when I get a different glue page. Now he's putting in a French drain. Because we're going to put down new rock. I just got a little bit for the front yard because it just, yeah, looks phooey after 20 years. Projects, projects, projects. And then I might just put some regular tissue. Where is it? Regular sewing tissue, that is. On there. Yikes. And we'll just continue right on up the back here. Is that enough? This is from my Grungy Gray digital. I just printed it on white tissue paper. Plain old regular. You just have to tape or glue. I actually used my glue stick. Put a little bit of glue right at the top of the page like that. Put down the tissue paper, cut to the size of roughly a sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper. And then run it through the printer. Because you can't just run tissue paper through. That I know of anyway. I can barely run it through on another piece of paper, so my printer is very finicky. Very finicky. I might put this flower on there. This flowery bit up here. I don't mind if it gets a few wrinkles. That doesn't bug me. I know the part I liked the most I ended up covering, but oh well. It'd probably get covered anyway because I'm going to decorate all this stuff, so don't matter. Don't matter. But I still want parts of it showing because it is kind of cool. Time card. You can also sand the edges to get the extra tissue off once it's dry. That's the key. It has to be dry. So that's why I'm just cutting it. Kind of want just... Get off of my finger. So yeah, if you don't have time to dye stuff, don't want to dye stuff with coffee or whatever, sewing tissue or khaki colored tissue paper works great. Or if you like other colors. There's always somewhere where the glue didn't get. Oh, that's the piece we want stuck. So now we've got to figure out, how do we want to put this on there? It's to go. Sorry. I don't want it like that. I'm going to actually scoot it down a tiny bit so that it sort of almost becomes even with that. See, we went up. So now we're going to come down a little bit more to even with that other one. And what do I want to use to hook that on? Maybe washi. Like this Tim Holtz stuff, because that's pretty strong. Probably going to want to do the whole gap thing. So that it'll actually open and close, right? Otherwise it's gonna not want to do that so much. Oh, the other side. Oh, I hate it when it does that. Let go of me. Yeah, I'll have to deal with that. The other side. This stuff is very sticky, and it's more like fabric. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, my daughter's cat's name. I think I hopefully will have remembered to put this on a video already, but just in case, because I know yesterday's video, I could not remember to save my life. But anyways, his name is Rowan. He's very sweet. I don't know why I wanted to call him Powell, but that's what I wanted to call him. And yes, I did not do the tag corner up there, but I'll figure that out too momentarily. And it's going to be stuck to my board. it over, and then we'll do something to cover it up. And we'll even it up. Two. If I can ever get the tape to stop sticking to my fingers. Yeah, that poor cat, he had to have staples in his head and everything because he was a stray, and he was just a mess when they found him. Poor little guy. But she'll take good care of him, so I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. So that's good. He's got to go have a tooth pulled. He's sweet, sweet old guy. Okay, and I'm going to take, where's the other front, back, whatever piece? I don't know what I did with that. Oh, there it is. How long have I been doing this? 36 minutes. Seems like forever. I'm sure you think so too. Feel free to fast forward. Trust me, I don't mind. Okay, I'm going to have to go this way. If you're just crafting along with me, it's fine, but if you're just watching, you're probably bored off your rocker at this point. Come on, let go. That tape is seriously serious. It's not messing around. Just kind of want to go, you know, to the corner of the tag here so that it seems to make some sort of sense. Voila. Then we can put some kind of decorative something on there. How about some music? Musica. Will work on there. Yep, that looked nice. Well, I wanted my pages haphazard, and I definitely got my wish. I don't know that that was totally intentional, but it happened. But here we are. With a very haphazardy look. It's all fine. This little, I don't need all of it. More of my stamped paper. Okay, and we need to put the back cover on, which will put another piece of brown paper. So that one goes like that, that. Needs to go this way, which it might not really want to do yet. Where's my bone folder? Oh, there it is. but that's the way it needs to go. That needs to go that way just a skosh more. So we're going to try to keep as even as we can there. Okay, and our last little doodad that's going to get attached here. Is that right? Let's get attached like that. Oh, that won't be right though. Sorry, I'm having a total brain meld with these for some reason. So it goes. Okay, that'll work for me. So yeah. Okay, got it. Oh, I just had a thought though. I would like the front and back covers to be equal with each other. Right. I think that will work. Can this one go? I definitely should not have cut the little V's first, so that would be my best advice. Just get your paper about the size you want it. Because you can always change your folds here, but that is a kind of a bugger once they have their once those are cut, yeah. So cut those last, if you see what I mean. So we'll just do the same thing to fix that we did for the other one. Okay. I think that's good. I feel like this still just needs to come this way a tiny bit. It's always tricky. Because you don't want it to, I mean, a little bit torn, wonky, whatever's okay, but you don't want, when it sets, you want it to be able to like set on a shelf without being a disaster, you know, falling over and being annoying. So definitely, you got to play with it a little bit. Why is that sticking up so much higher? I guess that's just the way that is right there. Okay. So we're going to put glue all over this. And wherever there's bits where it's not covered, I will just cover it with something else. My glue stick is very gloppy today. I feel like I've been complaining about that a lot lately. I'm not sure what the problem is. I mean, we haven't like hit summer yet or anything where it should be gloppy. Not that warm in here. I just had a little freak out because I thought I was the wrong direction. Just a little freak out there. I feel like that's too low. Yeah, this kind of is a hot mess, everybody. Sorry. But just keeping it real over here, so yeah. Because I think... Oh, that one's not glued on yet. That's why it's struggling so much. I'm just going to trim this. No, I'm not going to wipe it off. Okay. So there is my basic construction, and with that, I'm going to let you guys go. Okay, so what's the deal? All right. I think it's good. It's a lot bigger than I was thinking. Longer, and it'll stand up better once it's. These aren't so thin. That paper's just super thin. So, but it's great for the basic construction because it doesn't add a ton of bulk like a regular paper bag would. And then I need to glue the cover on, but I will do that. Yeah, I think it'll work. So anyway, that's what I have for you for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you give one of these a try, even if you just do the little book like we just did. It was so fun, so I highly recommend them. So have a fantastic day, and I will chat with you again soon. Love ya. Bye.